Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and that's my cruise ship behind me. And today we're on the island of Lanzarote, which is one of the Canary Islands. And I'm going to take a tour around the island. They're going to show us a lot of the countryside and a few particular things along the way. This island was created by volcanic activity ages and ages and ages ago. So we'll see a lot of volcanic rock all over the place, I think. So come along with me and I'll show you what the island of Lanzarote looks like.
That big, just so that you know. I know I have, if I'm bringing a group in from the harbour and they're going to ride a camel and I say, well, they're like that, you're ready to climb a ladder, and everybody goes, oh.
This is the first stop on the bus tour. This area is called El Golfo. I think that's referring to this gulf, which actually I think is more like a bay. Very windy here, and there's where they launch boats down that road. You can see the boats here that go out into the ocean in El Golfo. Looks like the waves are pretty strong here. All along the islands here, I've seen the waves are really strong, and they said it's kind of dangerous to be swimming out in there. They said the surface of the water can look very mild, but there's strong undercurrents. I'm up on a platform here, where on the other side we can see a lot of buildings and homes. There's a couple people out there getting their picture took. Beautiful place. And all the homes all around the island are white, mainly to distract the sun in the hot summers they have here. This guy has walked out along that very narrow ridge going out to the edge there. Incredibly windy. One more thing I want to show you at El Golfo here is this little inlet where the water turns green. Interesting. Nice. They gave us all a little handful of that gravel that he shoveled up. It was just barely below the surface, and put a little in each one of our hands, and it was really hot. And this is like an oven, the heat coming out of this thing. Oh, it's smoking up now. Wow. Just from the heat, they put a little something in there to start the fire, and man, it didn't take much. He poured water down there to create steam, and then you saw it fly up. This is a national park where the guy dug up the hot gravel from that pit and handed it to us. And then over here is that fire pit, and then up there where they put water down the holes. And here's some of the scenery off into the distance. You can see the ocean right there. This is what it looks like on the other side. And look at that line of cars waiting to get in. Man, this place is packed with people. This is the stacks of volcanic rock in this national
The island
park.
of Lanzarote, which extends over an area of 807 square kilometers, is of volcanic origin. This island rose from the ocean some 25 million years ago as a result of the accumulation of material from repeated eruptions. 172 square kilometers covered by volcanic debris during the eruptions of the 18th and 19th centuries. Between 1726 and 1730, frequent earthquakes and loud underground rumblings caused panic among the population of the interior, who fled, seeking refuge in Teguise and Arrecife.
Look at all these lava fields. Everywhere is lava fields. Wow, look at this volcano.
Almost 3 centuries later, life pulsates in the midst of the seas of lava and continues to expand. More than 800 species of animal life and plants have been noted within its confines, mostly terrestrial, but some in the sea. Organisms that live directly on the rocks are birds, lizards, and above all, various species of lichens.
Our next stop is to do some wine tasting at a winery called the Bodega Lodge. And they grow the grapes here in a way that I haven't seen before. They grow them in individual plants like that, and then they stack these rocks in a semicircle, which is supposed to protect them from the trade winds that come, I think it's from the west. And there is the winery building there. There were actually 14 wineries on the island here, Lanzarote. Here's some of the barrels inside. Also have a restaurant here, and the wine grape fields are just everywhere. And I think these are 2 more wineries there and there. This is another little town we're going into.
Yeah, we're just saying it's quiet, but of course today
See how everything is white?
Yeah, bank
It's
holiday,
more
Constitution,
Casablanca than
there's a Constitution.
Casablanca.
We have, so this is the Valley of 1,000 Palms. There's well over 1,000 palm trees. It's an endemic palm, the Phoenix canariensis.
This is our next stop to see the tunnels.
Walk right in there. Just thought I'd tell you.
Be careful because it's quite slippery.
Ahora subiste arriba, hay una piscina, después pasar a la piscina y hay una cosita que está en el auditorio.
The bottom of this pool is full of coins that you're not supposed to throw in. I don't know if you can tell, but this is very dark, but it's a below ground pool. And there's a reflection from the exit there.
There might be a wait, that's why.
And on this end, we seem to have a dance floor. And look at the pool from here.
You see the lights different. That's only color different. Michael.
Yes, sir.
I believe another one is when you have the lighting shooting in the
Yeah, they put lights in. They put lights.
That's different. Only different. This is more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is.
Yeah, well, he said we can go see. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pan around the entire tunnel. And on both sides are tables for eating. And see the dance floor there. And then the pool. And then the steps going up. And another eating place above there. So this would be a really neat place to have any kind of special event in the tunnel. And still, this is just volcanic rock. And they have it painted white on the sides. And there is where you order food and drinks. And they also have an outdoor pool. How about that? And just a little ways over is this huge cave, which they have turned into an auditorium and give some kind of shows down there on the stage. How about that? An underground auditorium in a natural cave. Here are the shows they give here in the cave auditorium. Here's sort of unusual cactus. In front of the pool. And that pool has got super clean water in it. Here's a pan of the place, taken halfway up the stairs as I'm exiting the cave area. This is an amazing place, really.
For food and drink, and of course it helped to bring the emigration levels down. It was excellent for the economy, and it actually did what it was, it actually worked. There's about 200 hectares of the prickly pear cactus, and there's still a production of cochineal even today, so it's a tradition that's continuing. So if you see a prickly pear cactus and a lumpy white powder on the cactus, they're the little beetles, and a very dark burgundy colour comes out. And then using all of the other natural products such as lemon, if you mix lemon with it you get a beautiful bright orange colour, for example. So what they do then is they keep it in stock. It doesn't actually go out of date. So the harbour.
There's some RVs there. Well, this is the end of my tour of Lanzarote and the Canary Islands. Good day, folks.